Don't ride, don't blink, ride, leave it to the double thick thighs, twin sisters. Drop it down and wobble, wobble up. Mommy boot it up, shake it down and gobble, gobble up. Cause my money up. Slide, slide in the belly trucker, the rape trucker. Your bestie is a dick sucker, a big double. Assalamu alaikum, you big hater. You nothing but a hater, hater. Cloud chaser.
And I hope that you enjoyed the Apple Music interview with Zayn and going through some of my favorite music together. It was really fun to do, and Zayn is awesome, and I appreciate it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. I'm stuck with you all week. It's a really beautiful thing that we're doing. I want to ask my fans to not lose sight of the reason why we put this record out in the first place and why I make music at all. I know that everyone wants to see me and Justin win and have numbers that matter and whatever, and I get that, and I love you, and you're ferocious, and you're passionate, and I'm so fucking grateful to have you supporting me. But I just don't want you to lose sight of the reason again why we make music and why we put this song out in the first place. That's the only thing I'm asking. And I love you guys. I appreciate it, and I get it, and I love you, and it's exciting. But yeah, so many of my favorite songs of mine and of other people's no one even knows what they are. They never won any Grammys. They never charted. It's all exciting, and it is very exciting when it does happen. We can celebrate if and when it does happen. But I have to bring this up because it happens every time, and it does take a little bit of the joy out of it for me. That's not why I'm an artist, and again, I will be so excited and grateful if and when it ever does happen, but it's just not why I'm in it. And I love you, and I don't want you to be disappointed, and I don't want to let you down if things don't debut at #1, because they can't every time. That's ridiculous. That's like literally insane. So I had to say that, and I love you, and I hope it's Doja or Meg or The Weeknd.
What's going on, guys? You guys asked, and so we will be signing a limited number of CDs sold before Friday, and all the proceeds will go to the First Responders Children's Fund. So thank you so much for your support, and we're so excited to be partnering with such an amazing charity. You guys are the best.
Get filthy rich on Utrecht. I'm going to 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 get filthy rich on Utrecht. I'm going.
So listen, I want the world to know that Billboard is a lie. You can buy #1s on Billboard. I want that to register in your head. You can buy #1s on Billboard. Now let me tell you what happened. We was having an ongoing investigation just now. Silvio from Billboard, right? There's like probably 5 or 6 of them that come up with the charts with Nielsen and everything. Last Thursday, Ariana Was Stuck With You submitted 60,000 units last second. With the investigation, we found this. They purchased half of those things with 6 credit cards. When we asked where was those 6 credit cards linked to, Billboard said we can't disclose that information. Understand this. They bought 30,000 and so units with 6 credit cards. 6 credit cards. Now, again, you're going to enjoy your #1. Explain how you buy 30,000 with 6 credit cards, right? Now, let me explain to you something. They don't want, Billboard doesn't want no one to know this. Now I understand why Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj say Billboard, like we used to look up to #1, to Billboard, but now it's like we know you can, it's all manipulated, right? It's all fabricated. You can buy #1s. This is what these artists do, right? And it's not fair. I want you to see this. Gooba streamed 50 million streams, and this is what they're counting only, 50 million streams, right? They only counted, look what Billboard counts. They only counted 31 million. Billboard illegally disqualified 20 million streams so it can drop down and the people who bought the number one, which was Stuck With You, can go to number one. Look at this. 31 million, which places us at 38 points. When in 5th place, you were stuck at 32 points. 6 credit cards buys you 36 credit. Listen, you can buy number ones on Billboard. I'm letting you know that. We just did a whole investigation and their best answer was, we can't disclose that information. Now, Billboard, if you want to explain to all the hard-working artists out there, the hard-working artists that, and established artists at that, because there's a lot of established artists right now that don't get number ones and don't understand why. It's like looking at an apple, right? An apple sometimes is most likely red, right? There's green apples, but just look at this. There's apples that are red, right? And you're looking at an apple, and this is what we did with Billboard. Yo, explain how you deduct. If there's 50 million streams, right, on Google, why only count 30 million, right? So it's like looking at an apple and say, I'm obviously looking at you and you're red, but you're not, but you're telling us it's not red. You got caught cheating red-handed, right? And say, no, we can't disclose that information. We can't. I want the world to know, you can buy number ones. If you're part of a label, just say, listen, I want part of my budget, just buy me a number one record. Because that's what you're doing, right? And it's not fair to artists who work. I got the biggest record. Let's show you Google, right? Compared to these other records. And if you want to compete with this is in 1 week, right? Zoom in on that. If you want to compete, this is 184 million, and you count in 30 million streams and disqualify everything else because Billboard.